my screen share screen.
Ah.
We got a Mama Odie animatronic concept artwork, which you can see here. So she's going to be an animatronic. She is going to be one of apparently several. Where does it say right here in
New
the details?
animatronics.
Yeah. Disney announced that there are going to be dozens of entirely new audio animatronic figures in Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Excuse me. So after these announcements, I hate to say it, but well, actually, I don't hate to say it. It looks like this ride's going to be really, really good, and I don't think Disney's going to be skimping out on this in any way, shape, or form.
No, I don't think they are either. I know there's been talk for months now of people like, oh, it's not going to be as impressive as some people. It's like Disney knows eyes are on them for this project, and that they need to deliver. And I mean, we all have sort of figured, it's sort of been known, like the finale. A lot of stuff was going to be reused in the finale from the original Splash Mountain, and a lot of the critters, a lot of different versions of the critters are probably going to be used. But I think the biggest issue has been how many new animatronics is this attraction going to have, and it's apparently going to be a lot. And fingers crossed, many Mama Odie, Tiana. All the main characters are using the latest state-of-the-art animatronics like we've seen over in the Asia parks, especially Tokyo, where incredibly expressive. It's so I think people. I think Disney is trying to. I think we're getting a next level product. It's one of the things we've complained over the years is we see stuff going in some of the Asia parks and we're just like, ugh, why can't we get something with that many animatronics? I mean, we've seen the Beauty and the Beast attraction at Tokyo Disney, and got the next level of the animatronics in that attraction. Shoot, some of the animatronics in the queue of that attraction are mind blowing. So it's like, I think Disney is really swinging for the fences with it. Like I said, they know eyes are on them. Tiana is probably going to end up with the most impressive princess attraction ever.
Yeah.
And it's an original story, which we talk about Disney with IP now, and it's like everything's got IP, but we're not getting a book report attraction. We're getting a wholly original story that we've heard also sort of ties in with the new animated series that's coming to Disney Plus. So I mean, I'm all for, give me a reason to ride this attraction. Give me amazing animatronics, because I didn't ride Splash Mountain that much because I don't like getting wet. And give me a reason to go on this attraction, because, I'm not the only one. I know there's a lot of us who don't like getting wet anymore. It's like when we were younger, we're like, oh yeah, let's ride all the water rides. Let's get drenched and walk around the park all day soaking wet. It's like, we don't really feel that way anymore. And that's the other thing I'll be interested to see how much they tone down the actual splash.
Like on the big drop?
On the big drop. Because they do, Splash Mountain is unlike many other flume rides, they have the ability to tone down how wet you get on that attraction. Because if you've ridden Splash Mountain in cold weather, you don't get as wet.
Let me go through some of the other stuff that they announced with the attraction. They said brand new cast of original Disney characters with distinct names and personalities. As I mentioned previously, dozens of entirely new audio animatronic figures. And they said adorable critters with incredible talent, bringing the diverse flavors of musical gumbo found in New Orleans. New original music alongside favorite tunes from the film. This was pretty awesome. The alluring scent of beignets will be prepared for the party and will be part of the attraction queue. So while you're waiting in line for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, you're going to have the scent of beignets being pumped through the air, which will be amazing. And then they said additional talent voices from the film will be reprising the role, including Bruno Campos as Prince Naveen, Michael Leon Woolley as Lewis, and the one and only Anika Nani Rose as Princess Tiana. And then familiar characters from the movie Princess Tiana, Prince Naveen, Mama Odie, Louis, Eudora, Charlotte, Big Daddy, the King and Queen of Maldonia, and Prince Ralphie will also be part of the attraction as well.
We'd like to remind Disney, there better be a beignet stand.
Yeah, give us some kind of beignet stand.
Something. There better be a minimum beignet stand. You know, we've talked before about the possibility. Are they looking into turning like Pecos Bill into like Tiana's Foods or something?
Yeah.
So it's we better have beignets. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
I want to be able to buy beignets in the Magic Kingdom finally.
I always want original, but I love the music from Princess and the Frog so much. I wanted those songs. Yeah, the music in Princess and the Frog is fantastic. So the fact that we're getting some new stuff, we're getting some stuff from the movie is really great. But as I was saying, this picture I took on Saturday of the construction, they've been working hard at the very tippy top of the mountain here, taking down the giant tree stump structure at the top of the mountain. So this is a pretty recent photo of construction of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So
sorry, I'm dealing with all kinds of fun here.
I was gonna say, you okay?
No, I mean, I'm excited, and like I said, unlike many other Disney projects, as we've talked before, this thing is moving at light speed.
Yeah, they wasted no time with getting going on this thing. They're ripping it apart, ripping out. You can see here in the picture, right? I don't know if you can see it, but right where my cursor is, they actually cut out a giant part of the side of the mountain. They're wasting no time with getting going on this thing.
I think I would not be surprised how quickly we're going to see that big water tower be put on that mountain,
be plopped up there. Yeah,
that's because they've been really working at preparing that section of the mountain too.
And then, as part of today's announcement for all the details about the ride, they also announced that I don't think I put it in this. I thought I put it in this article. I didn't. Disneyland's Splash Mountain, let's see if I can remember, will be closing on May 30th. And then the last day to ride will be May 30th. And then it'll be closed on May 31st, I believe, were the dates for that. Tommy says, do you think they will update Tokyo Disney's Splash Mountain?
No.
I don't think they're going to. I actually had this conversation with a couple other people. They don't have the how do I put this? I mean, maybe you can help me out.
Tiana doesn't really have much of a presence.
Yeah,
and you know, I don't think it's ever been publicly made. I think some of it has to do with the fact that when they bring people over there to do characters, they usually are doing a minimum of 4 different roles, 3 to 4 different roles, and Tiana's just never had much of a presence over there. I don't know how well Princess and the Frog did there. We've seen her more on merchandise in Japan than we've started to see more Tiana merchandise in Japan. If it happens, it's going to be way further down the line.
Yeah.
Before they would do anything to their Splash Mountain. And you want an example? Their Splash Mountain really does not get you wet. Because because people come to the parks there dressed up, and people don't like to get wet.
That makes sense. So all right, but yeah, that's everything we have. And then of course, Tiana's Bayou Adventure will be opening in 2024 at both Disneyland. It's really interesting that Disneyland's is going to be closing at the end of May, and ours is already well under construction, and they're saying both are going to open up in 2024. So. That's an interesting.
I think remember it used to be it would say late 2024, and then ours just changed to 2024.
Yeah,
ours I think is probably going to open earlier in 2024, and theirs will definitely be late 2024 because that's about 6. How many months behind difference? Like 4 or 5 months difference.
Yeah, because ours here closed late last year.
Yeah, and they've got whole other different things to deal with at theirs.
Yeah,
so it's even though I'm sure pretty much the same animatronics and set pieces have been fabricated, they do that. There are differences with their Splash Mountain compared to our Splash Mountain. I'm sure in some ways I believe ours is bigger, so I'm sure it might be easy. It might be easier for them to do some of the construction they're doing.
Yeah.
Whereas
Tommy says they could change Japan's to Duffy Bear's Bayou Splash.
Yeah, remember Duffy's only in Tokyo Disney Sea. Duffy is not in Tokyo Disneyland.
Yeah,
so
you're talking to the Tokyo nerd here, everybody. So watch out, Tommy. Theron says maybe Disneyland has less work to change, or the skinnier track layout could make it easier.
I mean, I think the sets are smaller there, if I remember correct. They have some of those animatronics though at Disneyland's go back to America Sings, so they might have whole other issues there with changing out there. So who knows? I mean, definitely, I feel like ours is going to open first, which for once, yay!
Yay! Florida finally gets something first. Something good first.
We get something first. And Disneyland also has a lot more attractions than Magic Kingdom does.
Let's
not forget that. So
yeah. So all right.